Well, hello everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Pod Clash of Champions. Well, hold on. Let me introduce Lord Rob Madness first, since it's been a while since we haven't been here. Right, Rob?
That's right. Thank you, Primetime Dom.
No, it's the Dom Prime.
Me and Primal Scream Dom here have been thinking for a while we should do one of our music podcasts.
Yes.
And why are we picking KISS, Dom?
KISS. Because you're kind of diving into the whole KISS
I
thing.
have slipped on a banana peel and fallen headlong into KISS.
And he's being recruited into.
I thought we could call this the KISS Army National Guard because I'm a little
More
old.
recruit.
I'm a little old for the KISS Army, but I just discovered him 2 months ago.
It's only been 2 months.
After hating, I've hated KISS my whole life. Hated him.
Well, hold on. It's one of those bands where, like, for me, it was the Eagles. Remember I told in one of the episodes I talked about how I didn't like the Eagles, and I grew up with them, and then all of a sudden I heard one song and it made me like them. Well, the Madness here, same thing. You have your own podcast going on.
I was doing my Sounds of Cinemakella podcast with some of my other pals from high school, and we were doing a couple of KISS albums, Destroyer and Rock and Roll Over, which I didn't love, but I was like, it's okay. And then one of my friends was like, oh, you should watch the New Year's Eve concert they did. So I did, and I was like, oh, I like more KISS songs than I thought. Bought a couple of their albums, and I was like, you know what, Daddy? I like KISS.
Tell me, Jack. Well, cool. I've been in kind of an intermediate fan, I guess. It's like I give or take. I've always heard like the greatest hits album, Destroyer, like Love Gun, like those songs, the hits. So go to Rob's house. He's listening to it, and I'm hearing more. And then he's like, you know what? Why don't we do the whole collection?
We'll do an album at a time. I bought like all their albums. I bought the box set. I fell in. I bought a Paul Stanley guitar, which I don't play guitar. I'm trying to learn.
Yes, so that's right.
The Rona has kind of hit me hard mentally. I've fallen in neck deep to KISS.
KISS, Daddy.
If you know something, I like KISS.
Yes, you do, Jack. Hey, we're gonna start with the first album, and we're gonna go through every one of them. So there's the first album here. Open it up. Let's do this. Should we get into it?
Let's get into it.
All right. Here we go. First song is.
I don't know off the top of my head. Was it Strutter?
There you knew it.
Strutter.
Strutter. We got Strutter. So hey, we'll come back and give you the review. Here we go. Okay, we're back. Strutter, what a great way to start that album. I mean, I know that song, so it was really hard for me to kind of like be like, oh, it's new. So I know I'm gonna run into some new stuff. So I know this song. I like this song. I really like the da 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 da, and then there's a guitar riff going off in the background. So I really like this song. I'm gonna give it. Are we doing stars? How are we doing this?
Stars.
Let's say stars because we can go halves and stuff. So I'm gonna give it 3 stars
out of
5.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I like it. I think as a song to announce this is the first track off their first album.
Yep, first track off their first album.
This is the first KISS track you would have heard, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was 4 when this came out. You were not alive. I never heard this song until this year, but I've heard it a bunch since. I really like it. I think it's good Paul Stanley vocals. He's not trying to hit notes that he can't hit or anything like that. And it's kind of got a cool vibe to it. I'm kind of picturing them in, their hometown in New York City or whatever, doing their thing. Some chick strutting along. I like that it's just like, Strutter, like, that's it.
That's it.
And I like the, everybody says she's looking, It's cool. I think it's great. So
once again, I want to reiterate that I only know the hits, and I haven't really heard a lot of them a lot. So I can probably count. So for me, I know, like I said, I know this song. So I'm really excited for the new stuff. So I'm not there yet when it comes to like the vocal part, like the.
I didn't know until this year that they had different people singing different times. Right. I didn't know that Gene sang some and Peter, the little kitty cat guy, sings some, or so and sometimes Paul, I am like on the vocals, and sometimes it's good. And I thought it was all one guy just being kind of erratic.
And that's the cool thing about Kiss is that they're the Queen or maybe Huey Lewis, where there's
Fleetwood Mac.
I shouldn't say Huey Lewis
Maybe
as much,
Fleetwood
but
Mac.
different. Yes, Fleetwood Mac, where there's different singers. There's variety inside that band.
Gives you a lot of room to do stuff. Yeah, this is a good straightforward rock and roll.
Yeah.
I give it a nice kiss with just a little tongue.
Ooh, how many stars is that then?
That's
How many kiss lips and a tongue is that?
I give that 8.5 smooches out of 10.
Okay, wow. I'm gonna change mine to 3.5. All right. Next song is "Nothing to Lose."
There's a funny story about this song, according to Wikipedia or wherever I read this, maybe some YouTube thing or something. This was about, I can't remember if it's Paul or Gene, someone trying to talk their girlfriend into a certain kind of sexual act, Daddy. So, kind of a fun little.
You got nothing to lose.
You got nothing to lose.
I shouldn't have jumped so fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
you see,
The
you
working title was probably ow, 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 ow.
Here we go. Let's get into it. Nothing to lose.
I guess I'm bringing us back. I didn't want to do it, but I did anyway.
You have nothing to lose.
Got
nothing to lose. Got. All right.
No, so that was a fun little ditty, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of you mentioned during the song, but I will kind of steal it here. But it's kind of got an old timey sound to it, especially that Jerry Lee Lewis, molesting your cousin piano at the end.
It had it all.
It's got kind of lecherous Gene and really skeezy Peter vocals, like "Come on, baby," it's
bow bow bow.
Yeah, so it's fun. I don't think it's the top track on the album, but I liked it. I gave it 7 gently nudged in stars out of 10.
God. All right, so I said it was more like it was Rocky. Like it was like Rocky Horror Picture Showish. Like I felt like I was watching a part of that in there. You got nothing to lose. The drums in the middle were kind of cool. I also said the piano, so the Jerry Lee Lewis thing again. I'm going to say that will echo off of you, but the guitar riff in the middle was fun. I thought the overall the dynamic of the song was interesting.
Yeah,
to say the least. But I thought it was a good song. I gave it 2.5 stars. Probably not stars, but stars at the 2.5.
All right.
Well.
Let's all put on our fireman hats and call the Firehouse.
Oh.
Track 3, Firehouse.
And we'll be right back. All right, Firehouse. I liked it. It was good. I did write some notes down. The cool drum opening sounded kind of like 60s, like kind of that 60s Animals beat. The Animals are Vanilla Fudge. I don't know if you know who they are, but I listen to them. But Cream.
Okay.
They have that kind of that Cream beat. So I don't know, maybe they inspired them a little bit. But I said the guitar riff was cool. It got kind of boring in the middle a little bit, but that there was another guitar that kind of came back in and fixed it in my head. So I like it. And then what else did I say? I can't even read my own writing, but I thought it was cool. Overall, I gave this song about a 2.5, the same 2.5, 3. I kind of want to go back and change Nothing to Lose to a 3.
How come?
I liked it better afterward. When I was sitting there thinking about it after we were talking about it, like I did the first song, I gave it a 3, then I went back and gave it another half. So I think I'm going to go back and adjust the other one.
Okay.
But this one, I'm going to give it a 2.5.
I really like Firehouse. It's my favorite track so far of the 3. I give it 9 buckets of water out of 10.
Huh.
I
swear to God, you're going to give it the full 10 buckets. Not even 9.5 buckets.
I really like the opening with the guitar, and I think the bass is awesome in this song. And I like the woo woo that they keep doing throughout, and that siren at the end is.
I thought it was their voices.
It might be. I don't know.
And then it kind of goes into a real siren because that's what it sounded like. They all kind of and then ooh, and then it kind of went into a siren. So it was really cool.
It's rad. I like it. It's kind of I don't want to say it's a slower tempo, but kind of a mid-tempo song. But it's cool. It's rock. So I like it. It's just a fun track.
9.5 or 9?
9.
Okay. All right. So next song is Cold Gin. Any stories you want to tell about?
It's about cold gin.
Really? I can't wait. So
I like on one of the live, it's probably off of a live, maybe, where he's like, do any of you people like to drink? Do you like a taste of alcohol? I heard some of you people like tequila. I was talking to somebody, they said you like vodka and orange juice.
Yeah. Oh.
And you know what's really good is cold gin. And then it's kind of fun. So
Yeah.
I kind of think of that now when I hear cold gin.
Cold gin.
That Paul, I think Paul, well, not being the best singer I ever heard in my life, is a great front man. Just prancing around all over the place, playing the rhythm guitar, doing his thing. They really have quite a presence on stage. I mean, it's got to be tough for anybody to carve out any room with Gene spitting blood and stomping around, and Ace has smoke coming out of his guitars and stuff, and Paul's, doing the Pete Townsend thing and blowing kisses to the crowd, and then you got a kitty cat in the back. So I mean, it's good stuff.
It's a mixed bag.
They're throwing everything at you.
And the only cold gin I like is Tanqueray. Let's get into it.
We should have had a cold gin. I
know
don't know if I've ever just sat down and had some cold gin because I'm not a raging alcoholic, but maybe I'm missing out.
Cold gin, well, let's get to the song. You and I can go into that.
And we're back after cold gin. Woo. I feel like I just did a shot.
Sure, taking tonic all the way around, partner.
Not like cold gin.
Make it.
Yeah, I like cold gin a lot. That's a great song. I like Gene's vocals. I like it when he goes cold gin time. How's he do it? He's like, again. It's like, oh, I know what I was trying to say. It's like, always when it's like that. That part is really cool. And I like it when they do wow a couple times in there. It's just cool. It's got cool lyrics. It's got a cool vibe to it. Landlord's gone, whatever, chick next door.
We're gonna get rowdy.
Time to get a quart of cheap gin, whatever. Yeah, no, it's cool. I really like it. So I'm giving it another 9.
9 quarts?
Yeah, 9 quarts out of
Wow.
2.5 gallons. I guess that would be.
I really like this song. It's my favorite song on the album so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I gave it 4 stars, so I'm going like this is my. I consider it the deep cut. Like to me, it feels like a deep cut.
Yeah.
I like deep cuts. I think they're the ones. The hidden gems are always the ones that I really kind of gravitate to. This one was cool. The way he started singing, it almost sounded like he was drunk. And then I really kind of started paying attention to the song a little bit more. Started reading the lyrics. The guy's an alcoholic. But hey, it was a good song. I like the beat. That yeah, it was cool. Like I said, my favorite song, 4 stars.
Nice.
And what's the next one?
Let Me Know is next. So
go ahead. I was asking you.
Yeah. So it's Let Me Know.
I am. Letting you know it's time to let us know.
All right.
Here we go. What is it?
We can do this all day.
So next song is Let Me Know. Here we go.
All right.
All right. That was Let Me Know. At first I didn't know if I was going to like it. And then as it got more and more, it started getting better and better. The lyrics were cool. Was it Paul or was it Gene and Paul?
I think it was Gene and
then
Paul.
Huh?
Yeah.
That was cool. I don't have a lot to say about it because it was really cool, but the ending, the way the intro or the instrumental outro was, that was cool.
Yeah, that was an interesting track. I mean, I'm not going to act like I've never heard it, right? Because I have heard it in the last month or two, but I've kind of forgotten how it goes. It doesn't really have a chorus at any point.
No.
It's kind of this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday stuff, which in Gene's vocals in this one, I'm like, it's kind of old-timey rock sounding kind of 60s shit again. I like Paul's verse more. I thought Paul was
hear me out. It almost felt like it was the Day at the Races, the Queen's album Day at the Races, the way that song Day at the Races or the Night at the Opera, those two albums, because they're a brother-sister album, that way that sounded, that's the way this song kind of felt to me, was because it had that rock beat and then it kind of went into a really cool instrumental, but it was kind of a metal instrument, like heavier instrumental.
Yeah. it didn't remind me of like, because The Night at the Opera is just bananas from start to finish. That's such a great album. But the it's different, which I like. It's cool. I like Paul's part better than Gene's. I really like the outro, but I was like, wow, there's no chorus. It's kind of different. You don't see that a lot in songs. I'm with you. I think the song gets better as it goes along. I like that it's not a super long song, so I wouldn't say it's a filler track. I did like it, but I didn't love it. I probably like it the least of the ones we've done so far, but I still like it. It's not. I don't think it's like a throwaway track. It's just there was some parts about it I was less enthusiastic about, but it was interesting. So yeah, it makes I like a little variety in my album, so that's good.
What'd you give it?
I gave it 6.5 out of 10.
Okay, I gave it a 3.5, leaning on a 4.
Wow.
Yeah, it's my second favorite song.
Well, let me know, Jack.
I just did. And the next song is
Okay, Kitten Time.
Kitten Time. You're trying to say Clementine? Kitten Time.
It's Kitten Time.
Should we get into it?
It's where you say, we are a hard rock, dangerous, fucking, we're gonna take this world by storm. We're a rock band. Pay attention to us, because it's kissing time. All right, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, here we go.
Well, Dom's not here, but I think Kissin' Time is the worst track on the album. That is lame. Lame! Shame on you, Kiss. I'm sure you regret it. I'm sure you've spent the last 50 years regretting putting Kissin' Time on your album. But we'll see what Dom says when he gets back from gone potty. Here he is. I was saying, I can't wait till Dom comes back so we can, have a conversation about whether I was talking to the camera or not. So, sit down, little buddy. What'd you think of Kitten Time?
I liked it. It was okay, I guess. It was a nice filler song. What?
Yeah, so my understanding is the band did not want to do this song. I think it's a cover track.
Well, I thought it was...
It's okay.
I thought it was pretty groovy, man.
I think it's Ric Flair meets Surfing USA.
Yeah, man. It was cool. Yeah.
Wahoo! I'll go after you in Rochester, Raleigh, woo! Sarasota, Tampa,
VFW,
Charlotte, Raleigh, woo! Burlington, Washington, Concrete. It's Surfing USA with a bunch of town names thrown in. That's okay. The chorus is really limp, and to top it off, they do the lazy fade out. Whoa, 'cause every time it's kissing USA. I hate that shit. That's happened in 5,000 too many songs in my lifetime. Just end it. Find a way to end it. Fillers.
No, it's the worst song on the album.
I'm sure Kiss has been embarrassed for 50 years for sure about that track. So
I had time to put a hat and glasses on. I mean, we were bored. So yeah. So what's the next song?
Pretty limp. The next track is
not Surfing USA.
Oh, it's Deuce.
It's Deuce.
That's a good one. So I'm excited about this one.
Deuces.
I don't know.
Fucking let's go listen to it then. Shit. All right, Deuces, and that was an awesome song.
Yeah, that was great.
It's instantly my #1 song on this album. It's more deeper, it's heavier. It has a killer riff. Gene's voice is awesome in this. It's my new favorite. I don't know if 5 is the number, but
Do it!
4. That's what I gave it.
I just wanted to throw in a Paul Stanley Do It. No, it's great. That riff is incredible. I love it. I like how it's like. I mean, it sounds like almost like gears grinding when he's doing the notes, and Gene sounds like at his rock star best.
Yeah.
And then I love the Do It thrown in, which took me a little bit when I first heard this album of timing the Do It. When you're yelling at your stereo, do it.
He might have been a half a second off, but
tried-
this time he wasn't. You were on.
I nailed it.
You were on.
I can tell you that at home it doesn't go over as well. I guess I'll do the dishes. Do it! That didn't work. But that's a great track. And then when Ace goes a little nuts at the end, starts shredding, you know,
and it goes out. Here's my complaint.
too short of an outro.
Here, man, they were cutting it out like 20 seconds before the song's even done. They were fading to black.
They're like, hey, it looks like Rob and Dom are really starting to rock out there.
I'm seriously, I'm like, this is. And then, wait, we're fading to black. So, and most of these songs are like that. They're fading to black at like 20 seconds. So.
Also, we have to remember, back in the record days of, you know, vinyl, and not hipster vinyl like we have now, but like that was the way you got your music. I know that they had time constraints on how much you can put on an album, so you didn't have the 60-minute albums that we have now. So I think that's why all these albums are like 30 minutes. Because I'm always aggravated. I'll put in like Van Halen, and it's like 29 minutes. Yeah. It's like, what the hell are you guys doing?
This album's 35 minutes.
Yeah, they're zipping right along in these. So maybe that's why they're cutting it off. But that's just a classic track.
Yeah.
Loved it. 9.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Loved it.
Oh, are you ready for the theme of KISS? Is that what it's called?
Not called that. It's like
love theme of KISS. The love theme from KISS. All right, Thucker? Yeah. One more time. The love theme from KISS.
The love theme from KISS, that is.
Let's go see KISS, that heavy metal band. You know, Knights in Saving Service. That song, love theme from KISS. Let's get into it.
Okay, love theme from KISS. I can see if people don't like it. I personally really like that track. To me, it's, is it a song? It's more like an interlude, but it's great. And at 1:47, it could be the love theme of the McCullough House.
Ooh.
I do declare.
I do declare. Wow, cool. How many buckets of water did you give it this time?
I gave it 8 Viagra out of 10. I thought it was. I like that song. That's a fun song. I like instrumentals. I don't. Is it a little short? Yeah. But it breaks up the album a little. I like it.
Since you said breaks
up the album. It's got a dumb title, but
yeah. But sometimes those they're hidden. They're hidden in there. The instrumentals, they're cool. I think that's cool that you said break. It's a cool break because I called it a cool break. I thought it was just chill. I think it's awesome when bands can do instrumentals because you don't have to hear singing all the time. You're there to listen to music, and if the voices are in there, of course. But then give them a break from singing, even if it's the whole album. Like Anesthesia, Pulling Teeth on Metallica's Kill 'Em All album. You hear this really cool instrumental. There's no lyrics.
YYZ for Rush off of Moving Pictures is great.
There you go.
You don't always need vocals. Yeah,
no,
for sure.
You're not Dyer's Maker. So you don't always need vocals. I gave this one number 4 spot on my favorite. So
nice.
I know we're going to go through that later, so I'll stop doing that. Anyway, next song is called 100,000 Years.
100,000 years.
That's how many light years would that be?
It said it's 224 for love theme from KISS. What's this? 1:47. That's got time in there for an apology afterwards. So that's
maybe it's the apology outro.
The apology outro. I'm sorry, that doesn't usually happen to me.
Here's a little bit extra. 100,000 years.
100,000 years. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, we're back. That was 100,000 years. Holy shit. That kind of kicked my butt. It was a really good song. The riff was awesome. I felt like it was really era. Like you could tell it was 70s era and felt like Black Sabbath. I even said, must have been a bitch while I was gone. I like that part. There was a couple like high-pitched parts that you could hear Paul Stanley did, but it worked really well. It was really heavier. I like to say heavier, darker, deeper. Maybe one of their deeper cuts, but yeah, I like this one. I'm giving this one a very high score. I'm going to give it a 4.
Yeah, I love it. I'm going to give it my first 10 of the night.
What?
I think it's great.
Cool.
I think it's Paul at the top of his game, kind of dangerous sounding. edgy, ballsy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right?
totally, totally, yeah.
I love that they said bitch in there. It's fun.
What's cool is don't mean to interrupt, but check this out. It's you can kind of tell the album's wrapping up because there's only 10 songs on this album, right? But you can tell when you're looking at the album, if you know and you're counting it in your head, like, oh, it's coming down to song 9. You can tell. You can kind of feel that. You know what I mean? That's what.
Yeah, I like the bass line.
Yeah, the bass line
Gene's
was really
killing
good.
it. Ace's guitar is great. There's a little mini drum solo they threw in there, and they were like, "Fuck it, do it,
do it."
And Paul's killing it. I enjoyed every second of that track. That was great. So
cool.
Dug it, and I think that would definitely fall into the hidden gem or deep cut category.
Hidden gem, deep cut, totally. It definitely does. This next song is. I want to give this to you because this whole thing was. This is your baby, so I want you to.
I'm happy.
You gotta take us out and bring us back.
I'm happy I joined the KISS Army National Guard, Jack.
Hey, I'm in training, so.
This last one, oh yeah, Black Diamond. Pretty cool. So let's go. Let's see how it goes.
All right, let's get.
Black Diamond. What'd you think, Dom?
I liked it. So the sound that they have, like that's theirs, like it's a signature sound, like da 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 da. There's a certain sound that they have in this, and it ends it really well. This felt like it had 3 songs in one. You also had to listen to the last end of the last song because it goes right into this one. Because I was kind of confused because all of a sudden it's just like all of a sudden Paul's just singing a second into it. It feels like he's almost
out in the streets, the city, right or whatever.
Yeah, he's just right into it.
You're just like, what?
I even had to go back twice and I got us lost, but still. I did like this song. I am gonna rank it, so I don't want to go too far. I did like it a lot.
I liked it. It's not in the upper echelon of this album, but I have like 8 songs I really liked and 2 that I could do without, and so it's in the 8 and a quarter range. I love the kind of weird outro that they do, the slowing down, slowing. I watched Mad Max Fury Road last night. It sounds like, you know, they're about to get the oil tanker stuck in the mud, kind of. But it's a cool, and I think it's a cool way to end the album. Like, I don't think you would go from this into another track. It just kind of slows it down, ties it up. It's heavy and kind of dark, which I think is going to lead nicely into the next album, Foreshadowing. So, yeah, I liked it too. It's not my favorite on the whole album, but it was very good. Cool. So, now we're going to do our worst track and top 5 favorite tracks. So what was your least favorite track?
All right, my least favorite track, I would say, was Firehouse.
Really?
Okay, no, I take that back. I had to go back. I have to review my notes. It's okay to do that. I know.
He's senile in Seed Row.
It was number 6, Kissing Time.
Yeah. Which is the song I was just doing. Yeah. That song was sucking in Seattle. Bam, bam.
That was my least favorite one.
Tacoma 2.
So that was your least favorite?
I hated that song.
Okay, good. We're seeing eye to eye on that. Let's go.
Top 5.
Top 5.
What's number 5?
Number 5 for me was Love Theme from KISS.
Mm-hmm.
I like that song a lot.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. What was yours?
Strutter. Which I think is a great, and I do think Strutter was a great way to start the album and announce your presence to the music world. Like, here we are.
Yep.
Solid, basic, stripped down rock song with a 1-word chorus. Strutter! Awesome.
Number 4 for me was Cold Gin.
Wee-oo. Cold Gin. Number 4. Love it. And very close to number 3.
Number 3, Let Me Know.
Well, I guess I'll tell you. My number 3 was
Firehouse?
The Firehouse.
Number 3?
Did you do 3 already?
Yeah.
Oh, number 2 then.
Number 2. Wait a minute. Yeah, we did. I did. Yeah. 100,000 Years.
Nice.
I like it.
Mine appropriately was, as I'm spraying, Deuce. That's my number 2.
That's funny. Deuces is my number 1.
And my number 1 is 100,000 Years. So we obviously both really like those 2 tracks.
Yes.
Overall thoughts on the album?
I liked it. I can't believe I'm really looking forward. I know I don't want to go too much, but I'm like excited because this album was really good. It was super good. I was actually impressed. It was, like you said, there's probably 2 songs that I could do without, and I named them both actually. But yeah, I like the album.
This is
overall.
the album that sold me on Kiss. You know, I'd heard Destroyer and I was like, I mean, we'll see how I like Destroyer when we revisit it. But I'd heard Rock and Roll Over. I was like, it's got some good stuff. And then I watched their show, the New Year's Eve thing, and I thought it was cute how Paul was like, here's one. And then they would do the song and they'd be like, here's a song. Right? So and I was like, oh, that's nice. You know, these guys are pushing 70. And it was, and they're having fun, you know, walking around looking like Demolition at a Comic-Con. But then I got Thrashes, Smashes, and Hits or something. I was like, I like some of these songs. But the first album that I liked of theirs that I heard was this one, Kiss. And so it's a great album.
So overall, I'm really looking forward to covering all the albums in chronological order.
And we're gonna keep a running ranking, so it'll be interesting. Right now, it's the top spot.
Yeah, top spot.
It's our
So
favorite
we're
of the
gonna
one
compare it
album
to the
we
next
did.
one.
Yeah.
But hey, that's all we got for you. This is Lord Rob, the Dom Prime.
You wanted the best, and you got
You're gonna
our
get it.
show. So
Yeah.
you know,
Sorry.
can't win them all.
You're welcome. Anyway, until next time, we'll see you later.